Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the year of the fire horse. Welcome everyone, my name is Debbie. This is the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution, and we are diving in to the sign of Cancer. I'll just check over into my notes. I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything. So Cancer, how are you? And welcome. So the year of the fire horse, Chinese New Year. We're leaving the year of the wood snake, which is all about shedding and releasing. Moving into the year of the fire horse, which is a lot of heat and energy, and it's about forward motion, driving your passions forward, right? So this starts on February 17th, the day this video will be published, and it goes all the way through February 5th of 2027. So, and this is a rare occurrence, right? It's every 60 years. So this occurrence happens once every 60 years. So many of you watching this, I'm sorry, I have a tickle in my throat, may never have experienced the year of the fire horse. Last time it happened, I was 5. I don't remember it. But what does this mean for our Cancerian friends, right? The first water sign of the zodiac. So the energy, Cancer, of the fire horse is really encouraging you to step out of your safety zone, to get a little uncomfortable, and to lean into emotional honesty, like get real or with your feelings, whatever they may be, and to build a more secure foundation. So if you're leaving the comfort zone of your shell or your home, that's because you're meant to build something new, something better for yourself. So again, this is about, for Cancers, emotional empowerment and stability. So the fire element of the fire horse will actually, Cancer, help you to burn away old emotions, which is what we talked about, embracing emotional honesty. And what emotions are you hanging on to that maybe you don't need to? So burn away, right, old emotions that will require you to stand firm and trust your intuition. And you're very intuitive, you're a water sign, but it's leaning into your intuition that's going to help you to release the old emotions so you can move forward. And this is also a great time for setting boundaries and creating a new standard of emotional security. This is also for deep transformation. This is a perfect time, Cancer, for you to dive into your shadow side, shall we say. We'll see if any pages come out in your reading. But dive into your shadow side. So this is around intimacy, shared resources, and investments. You're being guided to face uncomfortable areas and use these uncomfortable areas to your benefit or in your favor. So instead of moving away from them, lean into them. And how can you use them to help guide you forward? There's a highlight on career and finances, a lot of financial empowerment, and that's coming up with a lot of signs. Financial empowerment and strategy are highlighted, allowing you to build, again, going back to that solid foundation, getting out of your comfort zone because you're meant to have something new for yourself. And then home and security. This comes back to that foundation, right? While this year can have some volatility, especially with fire and water, right? When they get along, it's nice and hot and steamy, but when they don't, it can be a little rough sometimes. But this also offers opportunities to enhance your home and in your family life, right? And to get more aligned with yourself and the growth and the path, if I can speak, that you're on. So let's dive in. We have the cosmic energy. We have 2 tarot decks, the divine guidance deck and the enchanted path deck. And we will start. So I'm going to pull all the cards first, and then I will read the cards. Because life is not linear, and the readings are not linear. So we'll see how this pulls out for our Cancerian friends. We'll pull 2 cosmic energy cards. And we'll pull 6 tarot cards from each deck. There's 2 decks. And we'll see, that's just to see if there's any repeating patterns. Because sometimes you just need additional information. And it's really good to see if there's patterns repeating. And for some signs, there has been. Okay, you have Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, Page of Wands. And I said, I wonder if there any pages are going to come out today for you. So that's about shadow work and your inner child. And child, like curiosity, right? Getting curious about things. And on the root of this deck for Cancer, 8 of Cups. A water card, right? Intuition, allowing your intuition, trusting your intuition to guide you in a new direction. So we talked about, getting out of your comfort zone or leaving your shell or your home because you're meant to build a new foundation. You're meant for something new. And the root of the deck, the card on the root of the deck, which is the root of the reading, or the foundation of your reading, is the 8 of Cups. And we'll get deeper into that. But I will say a lot of readers, and sometimes I do as well, read that as, you're walking away from something. I kind of look at it, especially with this deck. She's walking towards the horizon, towards the rising sun. So I feel like she's walking towards something or walking back to herself. But we'll see. We'll see what the rest of the reading holds for you. Okay. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. They're face up, 1 card face down. So leaning in Temperance, Sagittarius, which is a fire energy, right? You also have the Chariot, which is your card, by the way. So when you show up and you pull your own card or your own energy, that puts you in a place of strength to move forward through challenging times. Okay, 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups. On the root of this deck, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful card? She's just adorned with all of her shells. So the root of both decks, Cancer, and you are a water sign. Our water is the water element. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. They go in sequence. That things that also, if you want to interpret it that way, things are moving in order. So let's pull out but we'll get into the reading. Okay, this one came straight out. And it says allowing. And we'll pull out your enchanted path. Cancer, I think you're the first sign that the cards are just kind of falling out. Okay, I'm going to move this deck. I think I need more space. Okay, so we'll pull all the cards. We'll turn them all over. We'll go over the cards and we'll see what the story is. Cleansing. Cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove negative energy. So as we come to the end of the wood snake, snakes are about making space for the new. And to make space for something new, for our future, we have to shed the past. Like I say this all the time, we're not 5 years old. We're not wearing our shoes that we wore when we were 5 years old. And so it's kind of time to shed those shoes and step into your new shoes. So cleansing is really a really big thing. So that could be a sound bath for you. That could be a flotation tank. And also you have light. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. And I'm sure that there's a bit of a light glare here. It's nighttime here now. So again, cleansing. So let's see. Cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove negativity. Very interesting. You have, let me turn over all the cards. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. So where do I want to start? Okay, you have the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles, we know there's usually a snowy background. There's a building and the person is just kind of walking past. Now, although the 6 of Pentacles has not been, oh, it has been pulled. Oh my goodness. It has been pulled. So after the 5 of Pentacles, so this is a period of maybe not being able to see the direction that you're going. You've made a choice to not stop in the building for sanctuary, to keep going. And in that making that decision, you can't see that what is coming and what is ahead of you is now the opportunity for generosity, for you to be generous of your heart. It can be financial generosity, because you see, like, this is the abundance that you're creating. And these are like people, or hands of people, reaching up and saying, you know, can you help me out? This is about discernment. This is where temperance comes in. Finding balance. Temperance is alchemizing, but here it's finding balance and discerning, like, when you were at your lowest point, when you were in need, like, who was there to help you? They're the ones, those who were there to help you, or just to give you a little bit of light, to light the way for you to go on your path. They're the ones you're going to be generous with. And anyone who hasn't helped you along the way, do they deserve your generosity? That could also be cleansing your mind and your spirit. Right? Your spirit might be telling you one thing and your mind might be telling you something else. You have Judgment and the Chariot. So when you start to cleanse out, this, especially in the spiritual aspect, and you start to prepare yourself for the journey forward, you're more than ready, Cancer. You're more than ready to purge the old emotions that maybe you felt isolated in. And maybe you felt like you weren't seen or you weren't valued. You're ready to purge these things out and move ahead. And as you do, the part of you that has been trapped, or that has felt trapped, or that has not had a voice is going to start emerging. Like, you're kind of rising out of the depths. It talked about shadow work, right? We talked about shadow work. So some of the shadow is making space for yourself to rise up, to move forward, to discern who is worthy of your time, your attention, your money, and then who isn't. You also have, where is it? Page of Wands. I don't get the feeling that this is heavy shadow work for you. I feel like this shadow work is going to be liberating for you. And I don't think it's going to be a long, drawn-out situation. It might be a big deal, because all shadow work is. But that doesn't mean it's going to be torturous or treacherous or a long, drawn-out thing. Again, started going into this shadow work, which you're more than ready for. These are both signs of liberation. Having fun, finding that joy that is within you, and finding that curiosity, like, what haven't you been doing? What haven't you allowed for yourself? You have Justice, King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. We'll hang out with these for a few minutes. Justice, this is Libra energy. Like, again, we're coming back to the 5 of Pentacles. a bit of unfairness, right? Like, life doesn't deal us a fair hand. It deals us what we get. And then we get to decide from there how we move forward through that. And finding, finding balance in all of it. And here at the top, she's looking at her past. Her eyes are closed because she's going within. She's not judging it from the eyes of her human self. She's looking at it from the eyes of her spiritual self. That could be part of the cleansing. Allowing your mind to let go of the past so your soul can see what the past was trying to guide you to. And the reflection in the water, her eyes are open, her eyes are very dark. So reflecting on the past and knowing that, thank you. There's also a gratitude moment here. Thank you for taking me through this journey, because everything is a lesson, right? If we don't look at it as a lesson and we look at it as a punishment, we'll never grow. We'll never become who we are meant to be. And who you're meant to be is someone who follows their intuition and moves in the direction of the light that is within themselves. Again, you have the card of light. Let your inner light, a light dispels the darkness. Let your inner light shine. She's moving toward her light. She's moving away from the thing that kept her in the depths of darkness and despair. She's moving away from the things and situations and people who didn't support her or didn't give her a hand up. She's moving towards herself. And in doing so, she has wish fulfillment. She has everything that she needs to physically and emotionally support her on her journey. And by doing that, you have the King of Cups. Not letting your emotions overtake you, but allowing yourself to ride the wave of emotions and intuition into your future, which is stability, which is independence. The Queen of Pentacles. She's not worried about anything. She knows how to create what she wants. And so do you. Why? Because you have the inner light. Although we don't have, let me double check, we don't have the Hermit here. This inner light is about your inner light. It is about the Hermit who takes the light from within and puts it in the lantern and uses that to move forward. That could also be, this Five of Pentacles could also be reminding this person that you have the light within you to guide you. It's asking him, maybe it's asking him to look up instead of down. But sometimes we get in these places, right, where we just look down because it's too hard to look up, because our head gets too heavy. So again, the King of Cups he's rising above his emotions. They're not drowning him. He's riding the wave. And where will the wave take him, right? He's leaning into his intuition. His intuition is guiding him. You're being guided to that place. This Queen, this Pentacles, has a much different look and feel than this. Right? We have to sometimes go through the trenches to get to the treasure. And that treasure is waiting for you. Emotional fulfillment, intuition. You have the card of allowing, which I did not show up. It says radical acceptance. It says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. And again, I said, this is a gratitude moment, right? This is a gratitude moment. Thank you for taking me through the darkness. Because in that moment, I was forced to find my light so I can move toward my light and out of the darkness. So whatever needs to come next can find its way to me if I can't find my way to it. This is a very spiritual reading. I'm getting like chills. Two of Wands, Four of Swords, Two of Cups. You're moving into alignment. Two of Cups is making aligned choices. Aligned choices from your heart and from your intuition. Two of Wands. It's the thing you've been dreaming about, the thing you've been looking at the stars and wishing upon the stars about. It's coming for you. It is available to you. Four of Swords. Surrender. I'm not going to say trust. I'm going to say surrender. Trust can have a mental connection to it. Surrender has a spiritual release. Allow yourself to surrender to what is. And again, allowing. Surrender to allowing. Such a beautiful card. And I'll read this card again. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. We say yes, because when we say no and we fight, then we block the energy. The energy cannot make its way. What is meant for you will not make its way. But you're ready. You're ready. You are so ready, Cancer. You've been dreaming. You've been thinking. You've been feeling the energy. And now that we're in the year of the fire horse, that passion can get a little unbridled, Cancer. Like, get a little wild. Get a little unbridled. Let it come out. Reflect on your dreams, because your dreams are bringing you into alignment and bringing you into community and people who are aligned with you. You have a card of patience. Good things come to those who wait. And I know I used to get so frustrated hearing that when I was younger. I'm like, oh my God, screw that. Because waiting is not always stillness. Waiting is trudging through the snow, through the storms, being buried, being the reflection that nobody can see, and still trying to say yes in the hardest moments of your life. But you said yes. You cultivated patience. And good things are coming your way. And it's a reminder, love yourself. Love yourself, Pisces. Cancer, love yourself completely. Emotional fulfillment. Independence. Again, we'll go back. Completely different feelings. This is a turning point where you decided, oh, wait a minute, there's my light. It's shining the path for me. Let me go here, because this is what I can see. Maybe only a foot or two in front of me because there's a storm, but this is what's illuminating. Let me go there. And in trusting, then you find peace, and you find safety, and you find security, and you find wealth and abundance and comfort and independence. Because why? Because you let your light shine. Because you decided that maybe spirit knows better than your mind. So if you start to cleanse your mind and stop blocking your spirit and allow that to let your light shine, then the light illuminates. After you've gone through this, where's the light? I can't see it. I can't see, because we're looking down. We're not looking through our mind's eye. We're looking through our human eyes. Leading into your mind's eye. Then all of a sudden, right? He's cold. It's snowy. It's frigid out there. He needs a stick to walk with. And all of a sudden, she's on the beach. She's walking to the sunrise. Her dress is flowing. She's comfortable. She's got the sun on her. And she's walking to her emotional fulfillment. Into her place of independence, which is within herself, which is within you, Cancer. This is your reading for the year of the Fire Horse, for the entire year. If you have any questions about any of these cards, put it in the comments. And if you would like me to break down some of these cards as you go through the year and how to incorporate this into your life, put it in the comments and let me know. I'm not going to break all of them down, but absolutely, we can break some of these down and say, okay, this is how you take this card and infuse it into what's happening right now. Cancer, that is your reading for the year of the Fire Horse. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this community. And until next time, I send you light and love. Happy year of the Fire Horse, Cancer.